Salute. It's your boy Big Mike here with my first live. Here to talk some Raiders. Week 15. Here we are. Patriots versus Raiders. Let's get ready for this game. Right now I'm talking to myself, but it's all right. I'm going to wait for a little bit more people to pull in. So we got, this Week 15 matchup right here with the Raiders versus the Patriots. And I'm going to go talk by the numbers. And, we're gonna talk about it. We're going to talk about what the Raiders look like on offense versus their defense and vice versa, their offense versus their defense. So, we're going to do that. We're going to break it all down. We're going to do a team comparison. We're going to do some betting advice. So a little bit of quick betting advice. And then if anybody wants to, we'll do Max Crosby tape. So, that's exactly what we'll do. So, let's go by the numbers, right? First things first, we'll talk about the Raiders and their numbers, which is here. I'm going to pull up another screen for you guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. This is a kind of a test run. So, just give me just be a little bit patient with me on here, but we'll get there. So let me see. Share screen. Yep. There you go. All right. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So here's the screen right here. So right now we got the week 15 injury report. If you could see that, we got Alex Bars. He's going to be out. He's our guard. He's going to be out with a knee injury. Rock Ya-Sin, corner. He's going to be out as well with a knee injury. We got Jackson Barton. He's questionable. Billings, questionable. Jermaine Illuminor, he's questionable. Josh Jacobs, he's going to play, but he's listed as questionable. Denzel Perryman, questionable. And Malcolm Kuntz, Dylan Parham, and Sam Webb they were full participants last time, so it looks like they're going to be playing in this game. So we got those. So team stats. The Raiders are, and this is one of those things that I look at as far as like success in the NFL is for the Raiders is yards per play. And right now they're averaging 5.9 yards per play, which is probably is definitely top 5 in the NFL. So you got the Raiders at 5.9 yards per play. Now the problem with the Raiders this year has been partially their defense. I'll get more into what's been the problem for the most part. But one of their problems is the defense. Opponent stats, they're giving up 5.7 yards per play, which is not good. It's 24th in the league. So, but the Raiders are top 5 in yards per play as far as offense goes. So they have a +2. So if you get those two numbers at 5.9, it's your offense 5.9 and that defense 5.7. You combine that, you get a point differential. A net differential of those. So you got a 0.2. So the Raiders are a +0.2 in net differential. And usually that's an indicator by like record-wise, it's almost a correlation of how successful your team has been over the year, over the season. And unfortunately, it doesn't show with our record, but the Raiders are in the positive territory with that net differential. So usually you would see a team with that kind of net differential with a winning record or a 500 record. And it's indicated on here as well where it says, the Raiders are 5-8. But their expected win-loss total is on average is a 6.4 and 6.6. So if you round that up, it's they're like a 6-7 team. This is a team that should be 6-7 according to their stats, right? Strength of schedule is 24th in the league. So they should be winning these games, but for whatever reason, they're just not finishing them. And one of the reasons why is just because of their defense. The defense is at the bottom of the league, and as far as giving up yards per play. So the 5.7 is 24th. Another one I want to break down is the passing yards. It's the passing yards is 6.4 versus 6.8. So the Raiders are actually getting offensively 6.4 yards per play and on the passing game. but they're also on the flip side giving up 6.8. Now that's not good either way, but I look at that number with 6.4. You got to look directly at Derek Carr. Derek Carr is nearly like, if he just had a higher average on that number, we would be winning a lot more games. So we're in the negative when it comes to that net differential in the passing game. And that's kind of where we're dropping the ball there. So you got to look at partially the defense and partially Derek Carr on why we're not finishing these games. Derek Carr needs to do a better job with finishing drives and sustaining drives throughout the game. Now, you saw it last week against the Rams where one second. You saw last week against the Rams. 1 second. Where is it? So you saw last week against the Rams where, the defense was doing their job for the most part for 3.5 quarters. The offense, they did good for about half a quarter until Derek Carr threw an interception in the end zone. The second half was where the offense sputtered. Derek Carr threw for a total of 11 yards the second half, and the running game was kind of sputtering. Josh Jacobs was hurt, so you had some things of deficiencies on offense that was exposed later in that game. That final drive against the Rams, the defense just kind of completely broke down. The wrong coverage. You could say whatever you want about what happened at the end of that game, but if the Raiders would have put just a field goal, just an extra field goal, would have won that game. So if you'd had an extra field goal, the Raiders would be talking about they would have a 6-7 record, which would be indicated on according to the stats. So I'm going to pull back up the screen again because I want to show you some more. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. 1 second. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Sorry, guys. This is my first time doing this. Hey, thank you guys for supporting me, man. Hey, like and subscribe. We're going to get this all figured out, this whole thing. This is my first live. So, we're going to get through it. And, I appreciate you guys pulling up, whoever did pull up, the few that did. I'm just going to be pulling up some stats. There you go. Oh, shoot. You know what? Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to share the screen. And there you go. Share. Okay, so we share the screen again, right? So we go to rushing, and the rushing is we're going with 5.1 yards per attempt on the rushing game, which is one of the best in the league right now. Josh Jacobs is playing like an offensive player of the year candidate. He's balling, and on the flip side, we're only giving up 4.2 yards per carry, which is not great, but the net differential is what I'm talking about is a big difference. It's a +9. So that's the running game is actually keeping us in games. The offense, the passing game is kind of keeping the game close. If you really add those two numbers, I mean, yeah, like you get it, it's a +0.2. But if the offense, the passing game just did a little bit better, the Raiders would have a better record. And you got to look solely, I'm not going to try to make this a Carr thing, but you got Derek Carr has to play better in this game. And I'm supporting it with the stats. This is not me just hating on Derek Carr. The stats say that he's not producing enough in the passing game, with the passing game being he's only doing net yards per attempt is 6.4 yards. He needs to do more than that. The defense, of course, has to step up and lower that number. But the rushing game, offense and defense is doing their job. We can't ask for any more. So as far as the Raiders go this year, that's where you want to see. You want to see Derek Carr, and this is just for the season on, for the rest of the season. You want to see Derek Carr step up for these next few games and up that yards per attempt, and then the running game continue what they're doing. And the defense, they have to stop somebody when it comes to the passing game because they have not. So that's what I'm looking at as far as by the numbers for the Raiders. So let's look at the Patriots. because this is our enemy for this week. So we got to look at what's going on. But before I do, let me get into this chat, man. I'm sorry. I've been going on and on. I want to say salute. Raiders Primos, what's up, man? Salute to you, man. D Menace 4200. Hey, appreciate you guys pulling up. Milk a Beezy like cereal. Salute. Man. Hey, I appreciate you guys showing up, man. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed, you haven't pressed that like button, hey, go ahead and do so. I'm going to get more into the stats. I'm going to get more into the numbers. So, hey, please bear with me. I like to ramble a lot when it comes to the numbers. So just bear with me. Sit back, relax. We got this. And Raiders Primos. Oh, we got Wasted in the house, man. Hey, salute, bro. Appreciate you guys showing up. Appreciate you showing up, bro. Primos, we head into the game today. Hey, I hope you guys get the win, man. I hope you guys get the win. Just for you, just so you didn't waste a trip. You didn't waste money on a loss. Last week I went to the Rams game, bro, and yeah, it was just bad, man. It was just a waste of money almost. I mean, I had a good time. I wouldn't say a waste of money. It was a good time, but I wish we would have won the game. You know what I mean? So, so that's kind of where I stand with that one. But let's get into the Patriots stats right here, guys. Let's see. Damian Harris out with the thigh. This is the injury report, guys. Jalen Mills, the corner, he's going to be out with a groin. Devontae Parker, he had a concussion. You saw what happened with him last week. If you didn't, go look it up. Isaiah Wynn, offensive tackle, he's going to be out. So that's going to be a key thing with either Chandler Jones or Max Crosby. You want to see him kind of take advantage of that, the backup. You want to see whoever's going to be lined up against that backup. You want to see that defensive end kind of just go after it and get a lot of sacks. Ramondre Stevenson, that's another one that we want to look at. He's questionable with the ankle. So, they like to go with the run. And if Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson isn't going to play, that's to our advantage. Yes, Bill Belichick is one of those guys where he can put pretty much a gas station attendant and, they can run for 200 yards. You've seen it time and time again, but this is not your 2010 Patriots. This isn't the 2000 Patriots. This is a different Patriots team that we don't have to be afraid of. We have enough firepower on offense. We have enough equipped on defense to stop this team. They're not that great. So, and the stats support that. They're on offense. They're doing 5 yards per play, which isn't great. It's kind of like middle of the road, a little bit towards the bottom. But the one thing that's great about them is their defense is 4.9 yards, and that's one of the tops in the league. So that's one thing that we're going to have to overcome. They like to get after the quarterback. They like to be advantageous with trying to stop you in the run game, the passing game, taking your strength away. They do very well with defense, and as far as trying to get you out of your element, trying to make you do things you don't want to do. That's what's good about their defense, and they do a great job with it, and that's going to be something that we're going to have to deal with. Their passing attack is 6.4. It's the same as Derek Carr, 6.4. Mac Jones isn't having a great season. So you compare the two passing games, it's pretty much the same as far as going net yards per attempt, which isn't great. But here's the difference. Their opponent's stats is 5.5 yards. So they're giving up less in the passing game than we're giving up. We're giving up 6.8. They're giving up 5.5. So that's where we're missing the mark defensively, as well as offensively, the passing game. So we need to do better on both ends of the ball with stopping the pass and doing better with efficiency in the passing game. So that's really what the game is going to be about. Now, the rushing, they're pretty much even. Giving up and what they're producing on offense is 4.1 versus a 4.2. So they can get had on the offensive side as far as rushing the ball. So Josh Jacobs, this could be a good game for him, another 100-yard game for him, because they give up 4.2 yards per carry on average. So this is one of those matchups that they're tough on defense, but my strategy according to the numbers is that we want to get Josh Jacobs going early and often and stay out of those third and long situations. And if we do get in a third and long situation, we're not calling dink and dunks to just go punt. Let's go for the third and long, and hopefully that this passing game, this pass rush defense for the Patriots doesn't come to bite us. So if we do pass the ball, I do want to see some three-step drops. I would love to see more screens. That would be something that I would love to see, but we haven't seen it effective this whole season with the Raiders. Even though they showed us a lot in the preseason that they want to go to the screen, it just hasn't been effective. For whatever reason, they just don't do it. So it would be nice to see more screens to slow down that pass rush and passing situations. And yeah, but in this type of game, I would like to establish the run and try to avoid passing the ball. But if we do, we got to be efficient with the passing game. Let's look for Davante Adams a lot more. We got Darren Waller back. We got Hunter Renfrow back. Find him on third down situations. Find Darren Waller down the middle, because he's got to be like feet to the fire right away. We got to put him in there, and he's got to ball out. This is something that we have to do. So that's one of the things that I'm looking for the Raiders offensively. Now defensively, I like Max Crosby and I like Chandler Jones. Excuse me, Chandler Jones to at least have one sack, because we're going against a backup offensive tackle on Isaiah Wynn, I believe, is the right tackle. So whoever's on that right side or their left side, I think that's Max Crosby. Max Crosby has to have a big game. So that's something to look at. And Mac Jones hasn't been playing great. And if they don't have a running game either, they're going to be at a big deficiency on offense. So we got to take advantage of that. And most importantly, we got to play 60 minutes of ball. That's been the biggest issue with the Raiders this year, is that they're not playing 60 minutes of ball. So that's what we got to do for this game. We got to defensively, we got to, get after the quarterback, take that running game away, whoever's going to be at running back, and keep our foot on the gas defensively. And offense, we got to be more efficient with the run. With the pass, and establish the run game. So that's that's what I would do strategically for this game according to the numbers. So, all right, I'm gonna jump into the chat, because I've been kind of ignoring that. Trying to do a lot. This is a lot harder than it looks, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So yeah, Pat's defense is scary. Primos, yeah, I agree with you, man. Yeah, we should have enough, man. Afakasi Raider, man. We should have enough. There's been a lot of shoulds this year. Absolutely right. We gotta get out of our own way. That's a lot of the times what it is. We're in our own way, and we got to do better than that. We got to do better than what's going on, man. Crypto Tails, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? Salute, man. That's my bro right there. It's my real life brother right there. My blood brother, not just bro. Cane Town, what's up, bro? Hey, next one we need to get together for one, man. We need to get together for a live. Scoring, yeah. Primos, we definitely need to keep scoring often if we can get to the end zone. That's a good point. The red zone is going to be a big deal. We gotta definitely do that. We definitely gotta get into the end zone, and we gotta when we get into the red zone, we gotta score. We gotta score not just field goals. We gotta score touchdowns. And we talked about this on your show, that Derek Carr is just horrible when it comes to being in the red zone. He just folds. So he needs to get out of his own way for that one. We need for him to be more efficient in the red zone. That's something that needs to happen. Yeah, so that's I'm gonna step away from the chat for a little bit, because I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not great at that. I don't, just letting you guys know. But I'm gonna get this better. I'm gonna get it better. So let's move on to the next thing. Team comparison. So we talked about the Raiders and the Patriots, their numbers by their stats by the numbers. I kind of want to get into what the Raiders have been doing offensively for the last couple of games. and just kind of shed light on what's really been going on in terms of what they're doing in comparison to the league. So the Raiders are 5.9 yards per play. That's sixth in the league, guys. As bad as the offense has looked, we're at the top of that, and that's an indicator of how good your team is. That yards per play. Offensively, they're a sound offensive team, but you and I both know, you guys, that this team is better than that. Offensively, it should be way better than what they're putting out. They're top 6 in yards per play, but you would think that they'd be number 1 up there with the Kansas Cities, the Miamis, the Buffaloes. You would think that they'd be up there. They would, but for whatever reason, it's just not happening. But on the flip side, the last 3 games, the Raiders are at 6.6 yards per play, which is number 1 in the league right now. So offensively, they've been pretty efficient by the numbers. But if honestly, can you really say that the Raiders have really been efficient on offense? I mean, take away the Rams game, right? Take away the Rams game. You got the Chargers game, and then you got the Seattle game. Offensively, yeah, they have been very, very efficient. But that Rams game kind of put a bad taste in our mouths. So, it's hard for us to look at the numbers and be like, it's satisfied. But the numbers say it right there. 6.6 yards per play. That's pretty solid, man. That's a solid. That's very solid. That's something that we can kind of rest our hat on and kind of hope for the best. Now, the problem for us, like I said, is the defense, and I'm gonna pull that up. Is the total defense yards per play. We're right here at the bottom. I'm not gonna put the other screen up, but we're right here at the bottom. We're 24th, 5.7 yards per play. But the last 3 games, we've been improving on that, 5.3 yards. So if we can kind of put both of them together, offense and defensively, like just a whole body of work, we'll be good to go. And it hasn't happened yet this season. I know it's been like one half, the defense is playing well. The other half, the offense is playing well, but we haven't had a full body of work, a full game. And I'm hoping that it's this game that we can kind of put it all together as a team where both offense and defense is playing well, and it shows on the field. So on the flip side of that, right, let's talk about the Patriots. The Patriots, they're giving up 4.9 yards per play. That's 6th in the league. That's one of the best. And on offense, they're not so great. So we got good on good for this game. We got a good efficient defense versus a good efficient offense with the Raiders. So you're going to see good on here with this, and you're going to see a lot of it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be one of those games where it's going to be a big chess match, and we're gonna see what's in, like, what Josh McDaniels has in his arsenal. He's going to go deep in there because he's going against his Bill Belichick, which is his protege, basically. So he's gonna be going deep into the playbook. That's what I'm thinking, and it's going to be good on good. So he's going to have to get a little bit more creative with his play calling to kind of outsmart the teacher, so to speak. So that's my breakdown for the game. The next thing I want to talk about, but I'm gonna get into this chat real quick before I get into some betting stuff. Let me see, where are we at? Let's see where we at. Can't wait to see the nation in Lot J, Raiders Primos. Yeah, that's dope, man. Hey, yeah, send my regards, man. Send my regards for that one. And then let me see what else we got. All right, Kingtown, I'll hold you to that. We'll do another one, man. We'll do another one. This solo stuff is a little bit tough, man, to be honest with you. But let's see what else we got. Kingtown also says it's all situation football. End zone and end of the game is where we lack big time. Yeah, you're right. And we can't finish games. We the last game was very disappointing because we dominated that game defensively. Offensively, we left more to the imagination. We were kind of hoping to see a little bit more offensively, but you would think that they did a good enough job to win that game defensively. So that's kind of where we dropped the ball. Let's see. Shout out to Big Mike. Yeah, he is, but it'll be interesting to see how he responds. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting game coaching, just to see where they kind of both like a chess match. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a good game. I think offensively, defensively, they're gonna put out all the stops for this one. This is gonna be one of those games where they're gonna get deep in the playbook and try to outsmart each other. It's gonna be a good game coaching wise. It's gonna be a coaching clinic on both ends. Yeah, so let's jump into some betting, man. Let's jump into some betting, and then once I'm done with the betting stuff, we'll call it. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. We got football coming on in about 20 minutes. I don't know about you. I care about all the games. I love the Raiders, but I like watching all the games. So we're gonna get out of here very soon. So let's jump into some betting, and I'll really talk about that. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much. I know a lot of you guys don't do the betting stuff, but there are some people that do like to hear some betting advice. So we got Raiders, Patriots. Let me pull it up. Let me see. All right, so we got oh shoot, so it's changed. So a couple of days ago, the Raiders were it was a pick 'em game. It was even. So basically, whatever you pick, you're going to get even money either side. The line is shifted to a -2 in favor of the Raiders. Now, earlier this week, the Patriots were favored by a couple of points. Now it is shifted over to a -2. So bettors, anybody who's a bettor, you know that conspiracy wise, you kind of look at that and you look at the money that's in favor of one team. You start looking at that and start getting a little bit apprehensive with trying to make bets as far as the game goes. This is one of them. I wouldn't touch this game, guys. I wouldn't touch this game as far as betting on whoever's going to win or lose this game. And plus, like, it's not fun to really bet on the Raiders, guys. Let's just to bet on your own team. That's just a double slap in the face when the Raiders lose, and you lost some money on top of that. It's just a double slap in the face. But if you did want to dabble into it, you got the over under at 44.5. Guys, I think this is going to be a defensive struggle. I think that this is teacher versus student kind of deal. I think they're going to bring out all the stops as far as trying to stop each other offensively, defensively. You got a great defensive team in the Patriots, and the Raiders haven't been playing that terrible on defense as of late. As the stats say, they're giving up 5.3 yards per play. So with that, I'm going to go the under 44.5. I like this game to be 21-17 in favor of the Raiders. So if you want to take my advice on that one, put down the -2 and the under 44.5. That's where I would go with this game. You guys let me know. What do you guys have for this game? A scoring prediction. I got Raiders 21-17. What do you guys have? You guys let me know what you guys have in the chat as far as scoring prediction. So I would have Raiders 21-17. Let me see. So I'm gonna get into some more brainiac stuff that might bore you guys, but there's a rule. It's called the dirty rule. Basically, if you get that point differential from both teams, that I've been speaking on this entire show, if you get the differential between the two teams and you divide that by 0.15, you get a number, and that number will tell you kind of where to shift your betting. So if you get the two differentials from both teams, it's a plus 0.3, and you divide that by the number 0.15. It's a formula. I don't know where they get it from, but you get that number. The game has the Patriots actually favored by a -2 on a neutral field. So take it as you want to take it. If you want to go by that formula has made me some money over the time. The Patriots are favored by 0.2. I mean, by 2 points. So if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to bet against the Raiders on that one, lock down that +2 for the Patriots, and you'll get a plus 115 if you hit that money line. So, but either way, I'm going with the under on the points. What do you guys think? Let's jump into it. So you got Raiders 28, Pats 24. That's not bad. I can see that. 24-21 Raiders crypto tails. I can see something like that. Now, in order for the Raiders to hit 28 points, we got to get that offense going. And also, you know, we're bad at making turnovers. That's one of those things that we're really bad with doing. We're -3 in turnover differential. It's not that we're giving up the ball so much, as that we're not doing so much as far as like creating turnovers and creating short field for the offense. So that's also, you know, part of the big picture as well. So if we want to get 28 points, I want to see the defense kind of create short fields, so we're not driving long distances every time we touch the ball. If we can get the ball on like the 30-35 yard line, the plus 30-35 yard line, and get some easy points from there, that helps a lot with the offense. It helps a lot with momentum and the defense. They start rolling like that, and you know, once we get a lead, you can get those pass rushers and pin their ears back and get after that quarterback. So, you know, if we have a game like 28-24, I mean, that I can see that. I can see that. I'm leaning towards what Crypto Tail said is 24-21 Raiders. I'm kind of leaning towards that. I got 21-17, like I said. So that's pretty much even. It's pretty close. Yeah, so that's what I have for that one. Shoot, let's jump back into the chat. I'm hoping it's not a sloppy game. But yeah, you know, I just want to win. I don't really care if it's sloppy or not, man. At this point, I just want to see the Raiders win the games, because it doesn't make any sense for it to be like this. So yeah, I think Rose says, yeah, I think Belichick is going to wear down our defense, and hopefully Josh McDaniels knows that it can be smart and get the O-line going, doing his tricks. Yeah. I think Josh McDaniels knows what Bill Belichick wants to do. I think that there's really no like tricks up his sleeve that he hasn't seen, you know, over the years. So that's why I think it's going to be a great chess match. It's going to be one of those back and forth deals. They're going to try something to be like, not so fast. I got you. I've seen that before. So I do like that. Sean Johnson, Ronis Grasu, expected to start at right guard. Oh boy. Okay. So, hey, let's go. You know, I'm not going to talk mess about him. I've never seen him play besides the preseason. Let's go. Hey, we support our guys. Block for Josh Jacobs and keep Derek Carr clean. That's all I care about. And we'll go from there. JB says we see a complete game, 40-24 Raiders. Hey, man, that'd be great. I've been waiting to see a complete game all season. JB, I hope you're right. I hope we get it done. That's something that I've been waiting to see all season. So that would be absolutely amazing if that can happen, man. So, guys, I think I'm gonna sign out for this one, guys. I hope you guys like what you saw. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more, be more interactive in the chat. Yeah, I'm just trying some things out to see what works and what doesn't work. So just please bear with me. I wasn't planning on doing any lives, to be honest with you guys. I like just doing the interview kind of thing and pre-recorded stuff, but you know, I kind of wanted to get in touch with you guys, and pretty much just say thank you for the support, everything that you guys believed in what I'm putting out, and you know, it means a lot to me, seriously. And you know, whatever you guys want to see, drop me a comment in the chat, drop me a comment, you know, when I end this broadcast. Hit me up personally. My Instagram is BIGMIKE Raider. Wait, what is it? BIGMIKE Raider 1 on Instagram, Twitter, Mike Raider 124. You see it down on the left-hand corner. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys don't want to see, what you guys don't want to hear. I want to hear all the feedback, man. Trust me. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Please just let me know what you guys want to hear, what you guys don't want to hear. But either way, I appreciate you guys' support. I'm signing out. You guys have a great Sunday, and let's go Raiders. Raiders. All right, guys. Peace out.